Guys, I just wanted to say really quick before the video gets started, wait till the end. I'm not going to say what it is, but there's a pretty cool surprise in the end, and I'm like so excited. So the very end of the video, don't skip, because then you'll miss the Underglow and all that, and you'll miss the Raptor. Wait till the very end, and there's a cool surprise. So with that being said, enjoy the video. Today is going to be a super fun day. We're actually doing something to this truck, which is very rare that we actually do something to this truck, but I had an idea. My F-250 has been down for over a month right now, and the reason it's been over a month, I actually mentioned this in the video that's coming out after this, which takes place before this, but I mentioned in that video that I hurt my hand and I couldn't work on it. But a little sneak peek to the next video, we do have the turbo in. Once the turbo is completely done, I'm putting it back up for sale, and it's going to be up for sale on multiple websites this time. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this thing has Underglow on it, and I really like the Underglow on this thing, and I was like, well, why buy new Underglow for my next truck that I'm gonna get whenever I could just pull the Underglow off of this? And then I had a different idea. I was like, well, what if I put it on the Raptor? Hole, yeah. I'm out by the switch. The Raptors come from the factory with an auxiliary switch panel, which means you can just tap right into the auxiliary switches. There's a bolt for the ground and then a wire to tap into in the engine bay, so it's super easy. And then it wires straight to these auxiliary switches. That is my entire Underglow kit disassembled. It's a lot more than I thought it was, honestly. I just kind of forgot because it's been so long. So I'm going to clean up every single strip and then we'll start on putting it on the Raptor. All right, everybody, so an update on how the wiring is going. Not good so far. This is the red wire that you're supposed to connect the positive to. At least that's what the internet said. I connected them all and I connected to the ground and it was not working, and I was very confused and I was like, why isn't it working? I connected it exactly as the forums, the Raptor forums told me to connect it, and it wasn't working, so I tried a bunch of different things, rewired it like 3 times, all this kind of stuff, and then I was like, well, let me just make sure the ground is working. So I took the ground, and then I took this red wire, and I put it on the battery, and the light on that switch down there came on, and it was working, and I was like, okay, so it's this wire. The internet told me to look at this. I reread the owner's manual, and it says auxiliary switch 1 is the yellow wire. You guys see any yellow wires here? So none of these are yellow, so I was like, what? And then it said inside the cab, and I found it. And then the owner's manual says the wire's up in here. Let's see if I can, I'm holding them, they're very hard to see. So yeah, they're inside. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this panel up and run a wire under this panel, because it should be able to open up to where I can go under, and then run the wire out through there, and then keep the ground there, but the positive wire connected into here, and then it should be wired into auxiliary switch 1, and it should work just fine. I ran the wire, you guys can see where the red wire is. I ran it down in there. I'm going to tuck all this up and make it look much better, but I ran it down in there. And then it goes under the fender, and I did not want to drill into the truck, so I had to find another way. And this is all going to get cleaned up. Obviously, you won't see anything there, you know. So this is the alternative. It's red, so it really matches in with the paint. Also, you wouldn't see it whenever the door is closed. And then it just goes behind this piece of this plastic, or this rubber. And so yeah, I feel like that's a good alternative, because we don't want to drill into the truck, and it has to go into right here to that yellow wire right there. So this is kind of the best alternative. So that's what the wiring is going to be. So it ended up working. So this is the test strip, right? I'll leave it there. And then auxiliary number 1 on. Orange light is on that. And boom. So then all these will interconnect together on the truck, and they'll all run together. So I'm going to put these on, and then first I'm going to clean up the wiring, put tape where it needs to be, put the wires where they need to be, and then I can just start putting the Underglow on. I had everything buttoned up, everything ready to go, everything, and I plugged in the last one over here, and it didn't turn on the back, and I was like, what the heck, which wouldn't turn on the other side because the back has to be connected. And I realized this wire was cut, so I opened it up and I pulled these wires out, and so I'm going to put them together, which won't take too long. I'm just going to put them together, tape it all up, click it back together, zip tie all these wires back up in there where you can't see them, and then we'll be good to go. So yeah, just wanted to show you, it doesn't always go according to plan. And if you guys have been watching the videos on the turbo of my truck, then you know that to be true. Pretty happy with the way it turned out. The back could be more, but the spare tire is there, so the spare tire really causes us to not get much light hitting the ground there. A ton of light hitting the ground here, and then a good amount inside the grill. The camera's not really doing it justice. It just looks so much cooler with the lights. I love it. Also, flipping that switch is so satisfying. It's like you're in a fighter jet, you know, it's just so cool. So off, pretty dark, on. It shines out really far too, which is really cool, but I can't wait till there's like things on every single one of these switches, you know? That'll be so much fun. So I'm at my sister's house and I'm dropping off some stuff. You guys can see her getting in the bed of the truck to get it. So her husband has COVID and she's been showing like symptoms, so that's why I'm not getting out of the truck. But maybe we could scare her a little bit with the exhaust. If you guys haven't seen any of the Raptor videos in the past, we have a Corsa exhaust on it, and it's a catback system, but it gets rid of the resonator and the muffler, and all it has is the cat sled. Oh look, Christmas lights. Oh, I'm so excited for Christmas. So yeah, it sounds pretty good. I'm not absolutely in love with how it sounds at full throttle, but everything outside of it's okay, I like it. But then everything before that, like the low end, the idle, the pops and bangs, the low end noise, it's so good. Oh yeah, wait, it's 30 through here. So I live in a town called Green Cove. Well, I live next to a town called Green Cove. I live in Lake Asbury, but Green Cove is like 5,000 people, and it's really, really small, like geographically speaking. There's like, it's not big. And so the cops have nothing to do. So if you get pulled over here, you're getting a ticket, and like they'll pull you over for anything. So I kind of have to remember that while I'm here. But look at this, it's all decorated for Christmas. You know, there's the really old theater right there. The theater was built in like the early 1900s. But yeah, so that's a little bit of history on my hometown. That's what it looks like. Alright guys, so before this video ends, I want to give you a sneak peek to the next video. Well, at least most likely the next video. The video you guys just watched was filmed in 2020. Now it is January 1st, and last night we did something pretty cool. I told you guys that 2021 was going to be different, and that we were going to be doing some really cool stuff, and that was the reason to subscribe and all that. Well, we did something cool, and it's not here. So we went on ahead and traded the Jetta and got a new car. So the reveal video for that new car is going to be coming very, very soon. As I couldn't be more excited. This car is so cool. I drove it last night. I'll explain the whole situation of how we got it, why we got it, all that kind of stuff in the video for the reveal, and exactly whose it is and all that kind of stuff. But guys, go and subscribe, because this car is so cool, and it's really going to be kicking 2021 off on the channel in a good way. If you guys like this video of modding the Raptor, there's going to be a lot of new mods coming for the Raptor soon. We have some plans to do some pretty crazy things to that thing, especially now that we have this new car. We can kind of do some crazier things to the Raptor. Also, F250 content. Pretty soon we're going to be getting this thing finished up and out of here, so then we can start the next build on the channel, the next truck build. Before we do that, we're going to have some fun with this truck. So with that being said, guys, thanks for stopping in the channel. Go and subscribe so that you don't miss future content with the new car, the Raptor and the F250. And with that being said, I'm out. So I didn't think I was going to put any more surprises into this video, but the car is back from being detailed. I'm looking at it right now. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I want to give you guys a quick sneak peek. I'm just going to remote start it so you guys can listen to it, and then the video is truly over. It sounds so good. I cannot wait to reveal this car to you guys. The new car for the channel. It's, again, not mine, but I'll explain why it's not mine and why it's here. It's complicated, but yeah guys, I cannot wait. Here, just listen to that idle. It sounds so good. You know what, if you guys promise to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe right now. If you promise to subscribe so you don't miss out on this, I'll give you guys a quick rev, just a tiny little rev. All right, I'm gonna put you behind the car I'll have you facing the Raptor because I don't want you guys seeing this car.